Hey everybody, want to wisdom here. This is Friday now, May 10th, 2013, about 2:45 a.m. Gonna come in. I actually was surprised. Went in, checked, the recorder. Sometimes it doesn't have audio. Last thing I recorded, obviously, and uploaded it most recently was actually my nephew and I doing a two-player, if you will, against Chaos. Just there at the end. Came in, went ahead. I just decided I'd record the boss battle. It's real rare, I get an opportunity to do something two-player. So since we were going, I figured I'd record it. There was no audio. Clearly, I didn't commentate it, but nonetheless, get to see it, and then I get to play around with cheesy music. But shockingly enough, I was messing around with Wii Fit. Hit the record program like for the first time in a week, just right off the bat. It's had audio. It's one of those deals. When you don't have it, you basically just have to restart the computer. I think like twice in 2 years now, I've restarted the program and it's had audio. But generally, you have to restart the computer. Sometimes multiple times. I don't know why. That's just how it is. But nonetheless, I think this is part 126. Last thing I recorded for the playthrough would have been part 125, obviously, which I think was Hothead's second path. Nonetheless, the way I do this, I've had a couple of people ask me. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't like do them in order, my favorite or anything. I actually just do it alphabetically by element. In the instance of the Giants, one per element, we basically go air, earth, fire, life. Like I said, Hothead was fire. That brings us to life. That's obviously T-Rex. Cool thing here, yet again, in part to being a 3DS owner, I actually had to pick up the starter pack for that. So, got the second glow-in-the-dark Cinder was the main reason at the time. Which then, the regular Cinder looks pretty good, but haven't picked one up. Nonetheless, bottom line here is I've got two T-Rexes, so we get to do both paths. The second one I'd used in the 3DS game like the 2 or 3 times I've played it, but I put it on at some point in time on this one, took it through a few heroics, and then kind of to preview it, I actually have done the base upgrades and the soul gem with that one. So whenever we finish T-Rex here, we'll actually go in, and on the second one, all I'll have to do is the other upgrade path. So that'll save some time. If I quit rambling, we could possibly fit it in here. Only downside to that, I know some people just search by title, and I might make it separate anyway. But nonetheless, we're going to back out of here. I think we should be on his stat screen. So, this is of course the T-Rex you're familiar with from the playthrough. Again, to fully upgrade you need 8520 with the Newlanders and Giants. Barely just have that. He's a level 9. The hat he has on is really pathetic. Not necessarily with the looks too, in my personal opinion, but it's like that one in Chapter 1, Time of Giants, so, that explains it. But, go ahead and take a look at his stats. He's done 13 heroics. Those are primarily the speed ones. I think I did all those before Wrecking Ball. Sometimes the life element get armor, so 27's where it's sitting right now. Critical hit 50, speed 60 plus 2, max health 812, elemental power 53, yada yada. Basically in 3 hours and 44 minutes. What we care about here, I won't make you go through all this in the second round of T-Rex. We'll just focus on, probably what we did with this one and then what we'll do with him. But his base powers, which we have right now, primary attack is the Shockwave Slam. Press A to slam the ground with massive fist causing shockwaves. Pay attention to shockwaves there, that's why I came back. As you upgrade that, it actually becomes more pronounced. Also important, if you plan to do heroics, I know some people don't, but if you do, you'll want to take him in box stock form through a couple. It'll save you a lot of time and headaches down the road. His secondary attack is Sequoia Stampede. Press and hold B to charge through enemies and obstacles. His first upgrade path, interestingly enough, is the tertiary attack, Photosynthesis Cannon. Press Z to harness the power of the sun and shoot light beams. When I got him, I guess day one obviously, and went through introducing him here in the playthrough, photosynthesis cannon, something I thought was pretty sweet. Plus, when he's on the portal, his eyes light up like this really sweet blue, but then there's that bright green. It's a little darker if you turn the lights out, but actually it looks pretty cool. So next up is the Big Thorn Shockwave Slam. Press and hold A for a bigger, more powerful Shockwave Slam. Next upgrade is the Super Stampede, hence the graphic there. Sequoia Stampede attack does increased damage. And then we've got the Treefolk Triple Shot. Photosynthesis cannon fires triple burst shots. I had to get a little bit more money for the second Tree Rex, and I tried out all the base moves. It's been a while since I did those for him, and I've still yet to use the Woodpecker in gameplay. It's kind of sad, so he just sits there. But you can basically, if you tailor this right, you can't hold Z down, but if you just kind of, rapid tap Z, I don't know if that makes any sense, you can almost get it to be, instantaneous, if you will. That is his last base upgrade. You again get to the point where you pick a path, and that is what I forgot to do. I think they were Treefolk Charger and Lumbering Laser. I'm actually going to go pull the blog up real quick. I know from the beginning and the last time I checked, Tree Rex is what people voted on the poll. It was really, really tight. I think there was like 2 votes between them. Come down here, see. Gotta find it real quick. I knew I forgot to do something, and this was it. So, alright, here we go. It's got 80 votes right now. I think sometimes Blogger will like toss votes. I don't really get it, but I think it had more votes not long ago. But anyway, it's a +2 margin. Treefolk Charger has 39 votes, and Lumbering Laser has 41. That's about as close as you can get. You swap 1 vote, and we were sitting there at a basically not 40 to 40. So let me get back over here so I can monitor the time. But nonetheless, let's see here. The top one is going to be Treefolk Charger, I'm assuming. We'll double check with Persephone. Begins with Titanic Elbow Drop. Press A while charging to perform 1 serious elbow drop move. That actually might be really handy. I plan to use, at least in the playthrough, plan to use the charge quite a bit. The issue I have with Tree Rex and Crusher, their primary attacks, they drop frames really bad. I don't know why, but they do. Next down this path is Light-Footed. Charge longer and faster, doing more damage in the process. As you should know by now, if you've watched any of my Skylander videos for any length of time, I'm a big fan of speed. I think it makes a big difference in the game. That'll be a nice addition there. Up next is the Ultimate Stampede. Sequoia Stampede attack does maximum damage. Again, the way it'd been going with some of these new landers and giants, they might have packed maximum damage in with Light-Footed, and then like right here it could have been something akin to like armor, or I don't know, maybe another further upgrade to the primary or something. I say primary because you come down Lumbering Laser, it basically addresses your tertiary attack, the Photosynthesis Cannon. It begins with Supercharged Vaporizer. Hold Z to charge up the Photosynthesis Cannon for more damage. It looks impressive. And then Sunskewer. Photosynthesis Cannon blasts through enemies and explodes for more damage. Again, sounds really cool. And then the Pod Maker. Vaporized enemies turn into exploding plant pods. That's your paths. Again, this bottom one is going to be Lumbering Laser, solely addresses Photosynthesis Cannon. The top path will be Treefolk Charger. You get the primary, and then basically 2 on the secondary. Like I said, the cool thing with 2 Tree Rex is we can take both of them. That was actually a text and not an email. That's a different surprise. Next up is this Soul Gem Woodpecker Pal. A Woodpecker buddy joins T-Rex in battle. You can find that Soul Gem in Molten Mountain. We're going to go ahead and back out of here. You know his moves, I'll try to hope it doesn't drop frames. That's his ground pound. Yeah, that's what I lovingly refer to it as. That's the Stampede. Very short duration. We're going to go ahead and just come in here, see Persephone at the 10-minute now. We'll have 73 left, so we can't do jack with it. Alright, let's go ahead and just start picking this stuff up. Photosynthesis cannon. Press Z to harness the power of the sun and shoot light beams. Cost 300. Again, when you have the 20 wing sapphires, you need 85-20. If you don't have all 20 and you've completed the game, by all means go get them. You'll save money. That'll let you complete your other collections, you know, with less efforts. Try to showcase this in here. It's really hard to. Okay. You can. I'm holding Z down now. It doesn't do anything. But if you tap it, kind of like that, it'll, you know, fire repeatedly. I'd give you a look from the front side, but I'm afraid if I do that, we'd wind up on the deck of the ship. There's not a lot of room in here, particularly as a giant. Next upgrade is the Big Thorn Shockwave Slam. Press and hold A for a more powerful Shockwave Slam. This alone is actually pretty impressive in all honesty. Again, bear in mind what you saw on the deck of the ship. Pick this one. So, almost looks like he has a coat hanger hat from this angle. You know. Anyway, random observation aside. That's just the ground pound. I just tapped A. You can kind of pick up on the shockwave. You can see a little bit what it changed there, but I'm going to hold A now. And basically it makes his fist bigger. If we were out on the deck of the ship, you'd see like the shockwaves. If we had the, you know, barrels and stuff with money in them, you'd notice that it breaks a lot more when you use that. Alright, next up, Super Stampede. Sequoia Stampede attack does increase damage. This will be fun to cost was $540. Didn't mention that. You can kind of see it's really hard to stop that thing. I didn't want to go out there, but that basically changed it and it does more damage. Our final upgrade here, at least for T-Rex, is going to be the Treefolk Triple Shot. Photosynthesis cannon fires triple burst shots. Cost is $720. We will pick that up, and again, if you're just going through on your own free will, you want to see what that does before you decide. Whatever happens, you can back out here. You'll be fine. Next time you upgrade, you'll be faced with this same question of which path you want. If you pick one now, whether it's, you know, you want to or it's by accident, you are locked into that path with the giant and the Newlanders. So keep that in mind. You know, when in doubt, just press B. They really shouldn't prompt you right now, in my opinion. I realize you do get to skip the cutscene, but they really shouldn't have that cutscene, in my opinion, in all honesty. But, you know, it's one of those things you could easily accidentally, you know, panic and hit A, and maybe you didn't want that path at all or something. That said, we do have both options since we've got the two T-Rexes. I know a lot of people will probably have Gnarly. Ordinarily, if I just had one, you know, I would be thinking along the lines of the quicker Stampede. You know, the primary path, Treefolk Charger, you hit two upgrades, A and B button here on the Wii version. The elbow drop ties in with the Stampede. Then, which I think that'll actually be really useful, longer and fast like Ghost Roaster, Drill Sergeant, big fan of those type of upgrades, and then just getting maximum damage out of it. that would be very tempting, and in all honesty the most logical, because you get 2 upgrades addressed, albeit, you know, the primary one's kind of tied in with the charge. But Lumbering Laser I would be very tempted to do, just for the simple fact that it looks awesome. These are, I mean, they're both identical Tree Rexes. One's not gnarly. I don't have any ulterior motives or anything. This is one kind of like the poll. You know, it's 39-41 in favor of Lumbering Laser. I would honestly be torn. Common sense would tell me to do Treefolk Charger. You know, develop the charge attacks, and then just what I thought would be cool and possibly more fun would be Lumbering Laser. I think I'll just go ahead and let this guy go down Treefolk Charger, and that way I can use the other Tree Rex a little bit more, getting him up to level 15 or something with photosynthesis cannon. That's kind of again, you don't have to pick there. The cutscene I really wish didn't happen, but what we picked up prior to all that drama was the triple shot. You can kind of see, you just hold Z down and you get 1, 2, 3. But like I said, you can actually just rapid tap it, and it's almost like an instantaneous shot. You can sort of move around too. Not quite sure the damage it'll do, but that is a nice touch. We're now going to come in here. Again, this will be Treefolk Charger. That one is the less popular of his upgrades according to the poll. Again, that's with 80 volts, losing by 2, so take that with a grain of salt. And that also tells me that both paths are probably pretty good. You know, usually if you have like a horrible path, or, you know, maybe not a horrible upgrade path, but one that's just heads and tails above the other one, you usually see that in the votes there. So his first upgrade down Treefolk Charger is Titanic Elbow Drop. Press A while charging to perform 1 serious drop move. Cost 1020. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. Yeah. We'll get a better look at all this stuff on the deck. I just want to stay in here. Next up, Light-Footed. Charge longer and faster, doing more damage in the process. Cost 1320. I do like that green on the light scenes there. Okay, well, again, I'll give you a better look out here. His final upgrade down Treefolk Charger is Ultimate Stampede. Sequoia Stampede attack does maximum damage. Cost is 1800. Grab that. Okay, so apparently that also puts moss on his back. Maybe some shoulder pads too. So we'll take a look at him out here. I know the woodpecker doesn't do that, because I've got it on our other Tree Rex here. So come in now. Speaking of that, it's not in that picture either. It's a woodpecker pal. Woodpecker buddy joins Tree Rex in battle. Again, note in battle, apparently the woodpecker will really attack enemies. You can find a soul gem in Molken Mountain. Cost is 2400. As you see, we have just enough. So yeah, that really changed his look up. I was not aware that it would do this. I mean, it's almost like he's a linebacker or something. I mean, it really looks like he's got shoulder pads and then kind of like the protective headgear or sock or underwear. Take your pick. That moss is on there. Anyway, let's come in here. A button. That's just regular. Now if we hold it down and check out the shockwave, pay attention, just pick Ermit or Callie there in the background and watch them As you can see, that radiates quite a bit. It's almost like an earthquake. He's at the epicenter, and then it's going to have, you know, pretty nice radius of damage there. Photosynthesis cannon, that's regular. Then if you hold it, you get the 3 shots, but you can actually kind of rapid tap it, like I say. Just push it again before the 3 go out, and you can do that. With it being on the nunchuck, it's hard to move him, but I mean, you can do it without stopping. We're going to take a look at the Stampede now, and try to get him as far back as possible. He's really hard to maneuver precisely. That's as good as it's going to get. So we'll start here, basically just a little ahead of Ermit, and we'll see how far it goes. There's what it looks like. It looks like it builds up intensity as you go. Almost turns into like a roving spike, like from a Mario game or something. And really what's happening, you can't control him well. I think it would keep going. We honestly don't have a big enough area here to demonstrate it well, I think is what's happening. But that's basically that, I guess. You know, again, what we did down Treefolk Charger. I'm sorry, we didn't showcase the elbow drop. Come back here, I'm gonna run towards you, do the elbow drop. It looked pretty cool in Persephone's room. Yeah, and I bet what I really am thinking is gonna be cool. Could be wrong, but I bet that does a crud ton of damage. I'm not quite sure how the photosynthesis cannon will upgrade, you know, or if it like auto locks on the enemies or anything. If you knew that ahead of time, it'd be really nice. But I can tell you this: that's a base power. It's pretty impressive. And then again, kind of like I did with Ghost Roaster and Drill Sergeant, Cinder's another example. There's a few others. But anytime you can get the charge attacks, basically increase speed. I'm inclined to always give those a shot. Like I said, luckily we've got 2 Tree Rexes. But off the top of my head, it would honestly be a tough pick. You know, my policy, the way I try to look at it, if one upgrade path addresses 2 things, that's usually the way to go. Another thing I strongly believe in is speed. That leans towards Treefolk Charger. If I was just going by what looked cool, it would be Lumbering Laser, which, like I said, cool thing is we get to check out here. But you see the woodpecker there, he kind of is chirping around a bit. It'll peck down in that moss from time to time. But there's a look at the elbow from the front side. Let's try to get one of those in. We'll go into the charge, slam. Come back here, we'll kind of do something like I do in battle. Again, I haven't used Tree Rex as much as I'd like to, just because it drops frames a lot. Say some enemies were coming, you know, we'd probably cannon them. If we weren't happy there, we'd do that, then we'd come in and, you know, charge, elbow drop, have some fun with them. So, plus, I guess a woodpecker would be doing stuff, so we'll have to pay attention to that when we get back tonight. That is it. We'll there's a good look at him. Again, you kind of got like the protective headgear and the shoulder pads and whatnot. Armor's still at 27. Again, it would have been really nice if one of these paths addressed that. Maybe like this top one. Again, what I would have liked to have seen personally is you get the elbow drop, and then the second one, you get the longer and faster charge that does maximum damage. We'll toss maximum from the 3rd upgrade in with that second one, and then the 3rd one could have been a deal, increased armor, you know, maybe that's where the shoulder pads and everything would tie in, or it could have even been something along the lines that we see with like a Tree or Sook and Stealth Elf, you know, where they can like regenerate health in water. You know, maybe he could have floated like Tree Rex or something, or Stump Smash. Like, it's pretty late now, but you know, still overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, I did not know you'd get the pad attire going on or anything. Not that I don't It's not horrible. I kind of like his natural look, I guess is the issue. Moss is a nice touch. The woodpecker looks pretty happy. It's almost like a cowbird or something. But bottom line, he's going to be faster, he's going to be quicker, he's going to do more damage. We've got the photosynthesis cannon, triple shot just from the base upgrades. And we got the sweet elbow drop. I'm thinking that is going to do a lot of damage. Hopefully I'm correct there. But looking forward to playing him. Also looking forward to kind of comparing and contrasting Treefolk Charger here with Lumbering Laser. We'll showcase in the next video. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one. I guess this was 126. Again, T-Rex down, Treefolk Charger. I'm going to come right back in. Again, this second T-Rex from the 3DS. He's got the base upgrades and the Soul Gem. Basically, we'll just come in and, you know, take him down Lumbering Laser. I'll probably start it off with this same T-Rex, kind of recap it in case people watch that video solo or something. But there it is, really. I'll have to see what Lumbering Laser is like on the ship, and it very well may come down to just actually having to play both of these paths in the game to see which one is better. As soon as I determine it, you know, I'll get it all up on the blog for you. But again, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, for the latest information, check out the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. Again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back for part 127.